Welcome back to Gracey209. It seems as though I went non-existent for quite some time, but I assure you I am still here for the crypto markets. I hope you are still here for the crypto markets as well in your investment. Let me get some music going here so I'm not too boring. Let's see. Well, I hope you all are doing fantastic, as the crypto markets are looking fantastic. Bitcoin actually just had a really nice, ooh, let me turn that down just a little. Bitcoin had a really nice run up to 43,000 just now. It didn't hold it for too long, obviously, but Bitcoin is doing its thing. DogeCoin is having a nice time, recapturing 20 cents. I don't think it's going to be too far out of the realm to see DogeCoin back above 25 cents and 40 cents. Oh, I'm just so excited to be back. It's been a while actually since I've made videos, but a lot of working and stuff like that. I have still been investing into the crypto markets, which is important, as we were, or actually still are, pretty lower than we have been in the past weeks. So DogeCoin at 2021, doing really good. It's nice to see that we are having a little bit of recovery, even though we were around 19 cents for like, it was a couple days. It wasn't that long, but just to shake out those weak hands. And I just I actually wasn't purchasing too much DogeCoin at 19 cents. I was more into accumulating more Bitcoin. Of course, you have to remember that Bitcoin is the #1 cryptocurrency, so you want your Bitcoin holding to be more substantial than your altcoin positions. With that said, DogeCoin is just looking lovely, and I wasn't even covering the news because I wasn't making YouTube videos, obviously. But there's just so much happening, and I feel like I've been missing out, but like I'm hopping back on the train. I'm not so much hopping back on the train because like I've still been holding my DogeCoin, so it's not necessarily hopping back on the train if I never sold my DogeCoin. So that's something to remember as well. I mean, if you are trading, then you can liquidate positions here and there. And I will say I have kind of gotten the just down of trading. It's a lot easier for me now to make a trade. Like a couple months ago, I would have been like scared and been like, well, why am I going to sell my DogeCoin? Like that's outrageous. But now I understand that it's actually important to liquidate positions when we are overextended, and you learn that when being in the crypto markets for quite some time. And I have made 1 full year investing into the cryptocurrency markets. I was buying Bitcoin around $28,000, and that was last year. Excuse me. So $28,000 Bitcoin. I would love to go back to a $28,000 Bitcoin, but we have not seen the days of $20,000 Bitcoin for a while now. I don't think that we are going to see $20,000 Bitcoin. There are still some analysts and traders out there who are shooting for a $16,000 Bitcoin, high $20,000 Bitcoin. Hey, anything is possible in the crypto markets, but I'm not really aiming for the downside. I'm more so aiming for the upside potential. So back to DogeCoin, actually, it says Taco Bell may soon accept DogeCoin payments. Taco Bell. And this goes back to when we were talking about DogeCoin being a day-to-day cryptocurrency that you use to transact with, not necessarily for large purchases. It could be for large purchases, but how Elon Musk adopted purchasing Teslas with Bitcoin. Now you can buy some Taco Bell with your DogeCoin, which is pretty interesting. We are having the progression of adoption happening within the crypto markets, and that's what's very important. Comparing DogeCoin, Baby Doge, and Shiba Inu, is there one to watch? Quite obviously, it's DogeCoin. DogeCoin is the cryptocurrency to watch. I have been covering DogeCoin when I do make YouTube videos, since we were around 5 cents is when I really started to make YouTube videos, was when Dogecoin was at 5 cents. But since then, Dogecoin has had quite the run up to 74 cents and back down to 20 cents. But this is the ebb and flow of cryptocurrency, as Dogecoin was at a fraction of a cent in the beginning of this year. So we have had a substantial amount of increase on your investments if you were invested into the crypto markets that early. Not taking financial advice, but if you did not take profits, then or buying in the market and you do not take profits and we're still down, then yes, you would be down in your position. But just waiting to see and knowing that Dogecoin is going to pop above hopefully 50 cents. I know Dogecoin is going to make $1 one day soon, but we just have to recapture these key levels first before we can see more movement happening in the market. And then the same goes along for what's happening with Bitcoin. So all of the negativity and the negative news coming out with Bitcoin, they're just trying to kick out the weak hand so you can sell your position. And once you sell your position, you obviously cannot buy the same position you had once the markets go back up, as you will have less cryptocurrency than you did once before. I have learned my lesson that if you are going to trade, at least wait until the daily is overextended and not so much trying to time the market. Yes, it is timing the market, entering and exiting your position before you get kicked out of your position, which is pretty important. Dogecoin price prediction. Doge stands to shed 30% of its value. This was 8 hours ago. Pretty interesting article. I haven't read it, but actually let's go over that one. I want to see what the downward trajectory, so-called, is. As we have been pushed down for quite some time, it doesn't really seem as though we can go any lower at this point. Dogecoin price action is in a downtrend, quite obviously, with Doge price squeezed against the monthly support level at 18 cents, and we were just hanging out around 19 cents. I think the daily, the low daily that we had was, what was that? Oh, it was 1941, so a little above, or sorry, a little below 1950 for the daily low for Dogecoin. But as you can see, we are basically turning back around at 20 cents. We're not still at 19 cents. If we were still at 19 cents, making that downwards trend, continuing that downward trend, which we're really not, then you can say that things are still going down. But Bitcoin is still at 42,000. Okay, $42,800. We made it up to 43,000 for 5 minutes, and now it's just back down to 42.9. But still really good for Bitcoin, as this selling pressure has just been excessive for the past weeks. It has been weeks. It's 2-3 weeks that we've been in this downtrend. So it's good to see that we are having a little bit of a recovery in the market. And yes, I know it has been quite some time since I have made videos for all my Dogecoin subscribers and people who were so ecstatic about hearing what's going on with DogeCoin. So much going on with personal matters and working and my card, everything, everything happens at once, but luckily I'm still holding on to my investments and adding to my investments as well. More so in the stock market than the crypto market now, and that is only because I'm not too sure where the markets are going to go. I mean, the same thing can be said for the stock market. I still say stock market. The same thing can be said for the stock market because we've just been overextended forever for the stock market since the beginning of this year. So we are starting to see that slight pullback in the overall S&P and the Dow and things like that. So, well, that's actually holding pretty steady, but the S&P is actually starting to come off of its daily highs, which just seem to make highs every single day. And I remember saying, if you guys are in positions, that this is the time to exit your positions in the stock market, because when we come back down, you're going to be pretty upset that you're still holding your position and you're down or what have you. I mean, if it's a long-term investment, then it really doesn't matter where the price fluctuates. So let's look back at the market and see where we are. Bitcoin still 42.8. Ethereum right below $3,000 at 29.5. Cardano still holding well at above $2 to 11. Cardano is just having so many good things happening, and it does have a large community behind it, as well as DogeCoin. I wouldn't say that, well, I wouldn't know, but because I'm still in the DogeCoin fam community, I wouldn't really know how big the Cardano community is, but I'm sure just anyone holding altcoins in particular and cryptocurrency, they are just bullish on their own tokens, not downgrading any other token, because Dogecoin is still at 20 cents and Cardano is $2, but I do see that there is a much lively, larger crowd for Dogecoin, and it's more of the institutional investors in Cardano. It is the number 3 cryptocurrency by market cap, so it does have some big time investors. Dogecoin does too. We still have FUD puppet Elon Musk in the market. I'm not too sure where I stand on position for Elon, but if you're going to help the crypto markets, then help the crypto markets, because there are a lot of retail investors who have put their life into crypto, and they're just waiting for that return back and not manipulating the markets. Then we can actually start to see those returns come back to us. So Dogecoin is at 2022. The daily is starting to wrap back around, and I will try to start making shorter videos. I know my videos are just abnormally long, and it seems as though it doesn't really capture quite the attention of most, because I mean, not a lot of people want to sit and watch an hour video. So I understand. I'll try to shorten my information as much as I can and cram it into a nice 15 to 20 minute video for you guys. So we have Taco Bell adding payments for Dogecoin. We have downwards trajectory still in play for Dogecoin, so they say. But I think we are going to submerge from the shadows, and cryptocurrency will start to shine once more and have a lot more coverage. And once we start having a lot more coverage and the news talking about it, then prices will go up. Retail investors will start to FOMO in again, and we will start to see a lot more movement, hopefully. Oh, this is a good one. Ancient DogeCoin, 2,000 years ago. Humans used dogs as currency, studies suggest. And now, what are we doing? We are using DogeCoin as currency via a digital cryptocurrency, but it is still our canine man's best friend. I'm just still having too much fun, as you guys can tell. Dogecoin at 5 cents, 50 cents, 20 cents, I'm still having a blast with my overall position in Dogecoin and the crypto market. With Bitcoin, I just know where things are going, and I'm happy to be, or happy to have a part of something that's very special and something that's going to take off a lot from here. Okay, so we got Taco Bell. Dogecoin millionaire reveals he's still holding on to Dogecoin. Awesome. We still have the support of the Dogecoin millionaire, which there were quite a few people, I would say a few dozen people, who became millionaires off of the spike of Dogecoin, and that was the hype back when Dogecoin hit 1 cent. Yes, 1 cent for one Dogecoin. There was a lot of coverage and Robinhood stopping the trading, so everything just happened at once. And now we're here today, about 6 months later, and we are still progressing much, much further than I had ever imagined. Okay, here we go. This is a good one. Hamster cryptocurrency shoots 465%, courtesy of Elon Musk? Question mark. That's what I'm saying. I'm not too sure where I stand on the stance of what Elon Musk does, because if he's going to pump up a hamster coin, why isn't he pumping up Dogecoin, his loved cryptocurrency from months ago? Why would he be pumping up a hamster cryptocurrency? So keep that in mind. We have to keep our eyes on the prize. People, keep your eyes on the prize, and the prize, to me, is still Dogecoin. Stars align for Dogecoin as use cases gain traction. That's adoption that we're hearing. Just a lot of good things happening. So if you are still invested into the cryptocurrency market, congratulations. We're still on this long, strenuous journey across the sea and through the ocean, but we are finally submerging into sunshine and open waters as the markets are going to recover. Bitcoin holding above this 42.5 basically. We're still at 42.9, 43,000. If Bitcoin is at 43,000, then things will start to look a lot better. $48,000, $50,000 for Bitcoin will start to be in play. Well, as I did state, I don't want to keep you all for too long, but I'm glad to be back and giving us somewhat of an update for the cryptocurrency markets, Dogecoin and Bitcoin, and a little bit of the other altcoins. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Solana. I did talk about Solana, not as much as a lot of other crypto YouTubers, but I did mention Solana like way back when, before we made $100. So if you did have a position in Solana and some of these other altcoins, then congratulations again, as the gains will continue coming to our portfolios, and the key is just patience, dollar cost averaging, and waiting for a miracle, basically. So thank you guys so much for joining me. We've had quite the runaround for DogeCoin and the crypto markets. There's still a lot of movement to be had, so don't be discouraged. Definitely do not be discouraged in your position. I am holding until the moon. I will continue to hold, and when DogeCoin makes it to $1, I will still be holding. So thank you so much for joining Kelly Crypto 209. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will be seeing you very, very soon.